showing you what I need it for. So as we've talked about, the robot's going to have string that leads to each joint that makes the joints move. See that? Acting as muscle. And we're going to have the motors turn this string on little pulleys. Well, we need tubing. Now, for this, I just pulled some copper out of some electrical line and used the insulation for it to guide the string. But we're going to need this to run the entire length of the string to wherever the motor is. So if it's running from a finger joint, it might run to a motor inside the forearm. We'd need that much tubing. Now, you can't pull copper wire out of tubing that's this long. That's not possible. I was thinking of dissolving out the copper wire with the same etchant acid used to make PCBs. Cupric chloride, which is equal parts hydrogen peroxide and white vinegar with a tablespoon of salt, which will dissolve copper. But that's kind of a waste of copper. It's a waste of materials, and it might take a long time. I don't know how long it'd take to dissolve that much copper. So I was thinking, like, I wonder if I could buy it in the same type of thickness and same materials as electrical insulation, but in a longer length and hollow, because I need this not only for the robot's muscle wire or string that leads to all the muscles, but I also need it for distribution of water cooling systems and distribution of air cooling systems to the various parts of the robot's body, from the artificial lungs and artificial bladder and stuff like that. Or artificial heart, we'll call it. So I found this, boys. Teflon tube. PTFE Teflon tube. Comes in the same measurements as wire. Number 30 wire, number 28 wire, number 26 wire, number 24 wire, number 23 wire. All the way to IDs of 0.3 millimeters, all the way up to 0.5 millimeters. Different sizes, different colors. Looks like they only sell transparent right now, but in the picture they have different colors. It's $1 per meter. That's a little bit expensive. That's like let's see. $3 feet for $1. So that's kind of expensive, but I don't know. 3 feet for $1. That's gonna add up a lot, actually. Because let's say we had 3 feet leading from, let's just say, the chest to here. So we had a bunch of wires like this for transmission of power through the muscle wire. I could see us needing like 30, so 90 feet of it, or no, 30 of these 3-footers. That's $30. But 3 feet of wire, if we tossed it into acid, you're going to spend a lot of money on acid and setting up the ventilation for all that. You know what? You just got to pay to play. I'd rather pay for it than deal with all the hassles and slowing me down. You know, I've already done things the long way so much in this project. I don't need to be creating more work for myself unnecessarily. It's just, that's getting out of control, I think. So 0.3 millimeter. outer diameter of 0.86 millimeters. That's pretty darn fine. I'll buy the number 24, I think. I'll pick up 5 of them. That's $5. Start from there. And we'll also get the Bowden tubing for 3D printers. So this is you just search PTFE, Teflon tube, and they sell these for 3D printers because it's 2 millimeter interior or internal diameter and 3 millimeter outer diameter, and 3D printer filament is 1.75 millimeter ID or internal diameter, and so it's just a little bit bigger than 3D printer filament. So they use this to guide 3D printer filament from preventing it to get tangled up or whatever. People use it for making 3D printers. So that's why it's kind of in demand and it's available for sale or whatever. It's $1 for a meter. And so I think I'll pick up just a couple meters. I mean, I'd like to buy more than that, though, to be honest. Let's see. I wonder if I can find a seller that sells it in more feet than that. I've got 2 different types of wires that I want to use for muscle wire. We've got our Spectra / Dyneema, which is braided fishing line. Has a 100-pound test. It's very strong. It's 1 millimeter in diameter on my ruler. So we're going to need the normal 3D printer tubing to carry that from the motor to the place where the muscle connects to the bones. And then we've got our nylon upholstery thread, 100% nylon upholstery thread. And I measured that, and it's looking like that is around 0.5 millimeter. So actually, I better not get this 0.3 millimeter one. I don't know. Should I get it? It might be a tight squeeze. I don't know if my thread is that fine. It's pretty darn expensive too. You know what? I think I should probably hold off on this. Because we already bought number 25 wire, whatever it was. Yeah, we bought number 24 wire, which was 0.56 millimeter by 0.86 millimeter. .56 will for sure be enough to carry that upholstery thread from point A to point B.